Oof, well,
I just love my dogs. They're so cute.
me too. Just the other day I was looking at Zuko, I was like, he looks like a little wolf in the yard.
Hmm. I know. I have my moments where I just tear up and be like, I'm gonna be so sad when they're gone. I'm gonna miss them so much.
Oh, me
I
too.
just love them.
I think Pippins is gonna live till he's 20.
Yeah, 40.
Huh?
Zuko,
What?
come on inside!
Zuko's gonna live forever.
Yes. And Zuko, we're gonna hook up. Have you seen Fallout? There's this robot guy where it's just his brain and the little robot he moves it around. That's gonna be Zuko. We're just gonna have his
Okay.
head attached to a robot.
I am game if that's what we need to do for Zuko. I know. I love Zuko. When he was over here the other day, I was like, he's looking older. It made me a little sad.
Is. Well, I was saying that Jasper was looking older.
Yeah, I think it's because Jasper is technically starting to be an old man. He's a senior dog.
Yeah,
Kind of sad. Makes me a little sad.
me too. We were just out. We put a garden hose thing attached to the side of the house.
Oh yeah?
Wheel it in. I
That's
was very
cool.
nervous about putting holes in the siding,
Mhm.
but it worked out, except the hose we got, it was just like a cheap one from Lowe's, and it doesn't screw tight onto the attachment, so I have to buy a different hose because
Oh.
turn it on and the water just sprays out.
Oh no, or maybe like you
Yeah.
need an attachment from your pipe to the hose or something.
And it's just for the hose into like the wheelie thingy that turns around because it has its
Oh,
own
yeah.
attachment. I just don't. It's like a big thing on the hose I have now, so like I think we just
Mhm.
need something different.
Yeah, that's fun. Does Zuko
Yeah.
love the water though?
Yes,
Does
Zuzu
he
loves the water and the hose.
Yeah, he's always like when I'd water the flowers every night, he'd always like play after the water. Oh, now I'm sad missing Zuko. Okay, so I'm promise I'm gonna cry a little, but try not to cry too much. So I was watching TikTok waiting for you for the pod, and it was this golden retriever on here, and it started out happy. He's like, he always opens up our pool first. He's always the first one in, and they show him running and like literally jumping right into their in-ground pool, right? And then it showed, and this is the last time he jumped into the pool. We had to open it early for him, and he's been gone a year.
Oh, that's so sad.
So sad. So
Oh,
I'm emotionally unwell from a TikTok episode for about a dog that I don't even know.
my gosh,
Really
that's
sad though.
sad. My TikTok, I think it's listening to me because it knows we're going to Montana. I've been getting TikToks of people getting mauled by bears. I'm
Oh my
like
gosh,
hiking
that's my
trails.
TikTok too. Like literally they found someone dead holding the bear spray. That's why I told you you need to learn how to use it and make
Well,
a lot of noise. Like get
yes.
some sticks and just crack them together like while you walk.
Yes, they said make conversation, make noise, and yeah, hiking
Get you
through
some bells to walk with my look and attract you. They'd be like, your daughter would have been okay, but for some
the
reason she's
bells
wearing a
really
bell.
angered it.
Yeah. And it was attracted to her. Oh, we better do this. Welcome to the Raining Cats and Dogs podcast. I'm your host, Shannon.
I'm Mariana.
And hello! We are here on this too hot of a Monday. I know today's Tuesday for you guys, but tonight is Monday for us that we're recording, and it is almost 90, which, look,
Craziness.
summer I like. I need a spring. I need to amp up for my warmness. Like,
No, we just had cold and then now it's hot.
we had cold and rain, and now it's hot. I just like, let's go from 60s to 70s to 80s. Like, that's okay. But nope, and
Yeah.
then in 2 days, it's gonna be cold again, so my sinuses are going to be a complete mess.
Yep.
As
Craziness.
with everyone else's in the New York area.
Mm-hmm.
So, I had a crazy drive home. Oh, yeah, if you're new here, we just chit-chat, talk about Reddit stories. And thank you for joining us. So, I had a crazy drive home. So, I'm driving, and I was talking to Ari, so I talk to her every day on my way home from work. It's something that we do, and I love it. She started that. And so I'm driving home, and the car stopped. Now, where it stopped, it's in front of a grocery store is on one side. The other side is a Tops. In front of me, like 20 feet in front of me, is a roundabout instead of instead of a light, and it's still considered kind of like the city of Buffalo, maybe like a sublet town. Because I was leaving work, and I'm like, "Why is this car stopping?" And then eventually the car's like laying on its horn, and eventually it took off, and I see there's a baby by itself, well, so a toddler, but basically a baby on, like, one of those first, like, bikes, so it's not even like a real tricycle, like, it was a baby, like, he was probably 2
Oh.
years old or a very small 3-year-old. I'm gonna say he was probably 2, and then I'm like, so then I'm stopped in front of this baby, and he's, like, kind of on the side by the entrance to go in and out of this grocery store, and a car stops, so I'm like so everyone's, like, in disbelief. The this guy just keeps walking, and I'm thinking, "What a freaking jerk, your baby is in the road and you're just walking." Okay, he eventually turns around and hears all the commotion, comes over to the baby, the woman gets out of her car, she's talking to the baby, so I'm like, "Okay, I guess it's settled." I realized the guy that was walking, that wasn't his baby. But the thing is, like, across the street is a McDonald's, there's houses down further, but I'm like, "How far away?" And then I'm like, I guess it's safe for me at this point because the baby wanted to cross again, and then they were like, "Oh, no, no," like, they're trying to stop him. So, I leave because they have it under control, but I'm like, "Do they have it under control? Are they calling the police? Because you don't want some random person saying it's their kid if it's not their kid." So then I'm like, "Oh my god," like, started thinking about all the things. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, people watch your kids." Like, maybe he got out when he wasn't supposed to, and they thought he was just in their driveway. I don't know. But, like, he wasn't near a house right there, and he was just so little, and the bike was so little, like, you wouldn't be able to see it over especially over an SUV, like, even a car, like, he was so tiny
Oh
on
my
his little first
gosh.
bike, like, it was so scary.
That's crazy.
I know, like, so crazy. I'm like, "Oh my gosh." So after I leave, I noticed the car behind me put on his flashers. So lots of people had stopped and, like, people were already assessing. Obviously, I wouldn't have left the baby if nobody was taking care of this baby. But, like, yeah, I probably should have stopped just for my own peace of mind until police got there. But it was just one of the weirdest things because, like, when it was the time for me to get out of the car, I really thought the kid's parent was there, but it wasn't. It just happens to be a guy walking down the street trying to mind his own business as people getting angry at him.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so crazy. So hopefully that baby makes its way home and hopefully whoever's watching the baby pays attention a little bit more. Like especially on busy street like that, like insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, still thinking about that baby. Hopefully the baby is okay. I mean, I know it was with kind Samaritans, but then I started thinking, maybe they look like kind people, but what if they weren't kind people? Because you
Yeah.
never know who's good or who's not good. Like you never know nowadays.
Mhm. You should have
So
stopped.
yeah, I know. So last night, I don't know, did you put on your air conditioning?
Yes, we turned it on yesterday. I didn't turn it on. Lucas turned it on, and then the neighbor came to the door because he was like, "You might want to take off because there's the brick and the sheet of plywood on your AC. It keeps coming on and then kicking off."
Yeah, yeah, you gotta make sure if it was covered and stuff, you gotta winter, winterize
Yes,
it. Thank goodness for the neighbor for noticing.
I know.
And also a little creepy that they're noticing that much about what you're doing, and you'd be like, "Yeah."
Yeah, they seem pretty observant. I was outside, I think I was gardening or something. I look over and Zuko's at their fence, and I think it was like their daughter was out there, was petting Zuko. I'm like, oh,
Aw.
okay. He loves it. He likes to torture their dog. He runs back and forth, and the dog runs away.
Well, is it a tiny dog?
Yeah.
Mm, he felt like, "I sense fear in you."
Uh-huh.
Oh, Zuko's a lover, though. I mean, I don't know how he'd be with a small dog that he doesn't know, but normally he's a lover. But he's good with Pippins and good with the good little girl petting him.
Yep.
So cute. So, yeah, so last night I turned on the AC and I didn't have it on, like, as cold as I usually do at night because I just had put it on, but I could not sleep worth anything. So I finally drift off after an hour because I looked at my phone a few times. Yeah, I kinda look at the time,
Mhm.
like, "Oh, I just wanna sleep." And then I'm hearing ruckus, and then I hear banging on my door, like a knocking, like I was like, "What the" I'm just like and the dog's ears perk up on my bed, they're all looking at the door, I'm like, "Oh my god." It's like 12:30 at night now at this point. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, well, someone here to kill me, I don't think they'd knock. But so then I open the door and my cat is just literally sitting there like a human at the door. His name is Salem, one of the kittens. And I just said, no, and closed the door, turned off my lights and went back
Poor
to
little
bed.
Salem. He just wanted to cuddle.
Probably. But then, well, two things crossed my mind. The first one, just because I'm alone and it's nighttime, is like, if what if he's like a changeling or something weird's happening, you have to invite them in. I'm not inviting him in my room right now. I'm not saying you can come in.
That is true.
Because he was
Could've
just
been
sitting there
death.
waiting expectantly like a human, like, just staring at me like, I mean, he also could just be waiting for me to call him because he's a cute kitten, but at nighttime, I was a little scared. And then the other thing is cats are known to keep away the evil spirits, so maybe he just thought I needed evil spirits to be, kept away from me.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like, "Oh, you're having trouble sleeping? I can help you. I'll lay on you, make you warmer. That'll help. That'll help you for sure." Yeah, so it would just creep me out him knocking on my door. I mean, I'm sure maybe he was playing with a toy. I don't know. But then when I went out there this morning, when my alarm went off and I let the dogs out right away, I opened my bedroom door, and there's Serena and Salem on one side, Nico staring with the other. I'm like, "What is happening? What are you guys doing?" Cats are all around my door.
That's weird.
Yeah, well, the only reason I don't sleep with it cracked open, and I would let the cats sleep with me, but it's Nico. So my rag doll, he doesn't just come in and snuggle. Like Mojo, he sleeps with me sometimes. He wants me up at 5 a.m. and I don't want to be up at 5 a.m. Well, all the time. But like I let him sleep with me on like a work night because I get up at 5 to work out anyway, if he wants to. But Nico, comes in and he won't just come on your bed. He goes on my dresser, starts knocking things over, and he meows. But his meow isn't a cute, quiet meow. He screams, meows at me until I call him over on the bed to snuggle. And then, even if you're sleeping, it's just what he does. Like, it's so annoying. So, because of him, is when I started actually sleeping with my door closed.
Ah, poor Nico. He just wants love too.
Well, if he would just hop on the bed and lay with me, he could have all the love he wanted. But I'm not he wants me to be awake, so he truly gets the love that he wants in that moment. And I want to sleep. Yeah, so that is why he does not sleep with me. So, I watched last week Send Help, which is very weird. And I know you said you watched that as well?
Yes, me and Lucas watched it last Friday, and we weren't prepared for that. It was very by the end, we were rooting for what was originally the villain in the beginning. We're rooting for him. It was definitely good. A lot of unnecessary blood splatter, though. It just kept going. It's like, okay, and it's just unnecessary at this point.
Yeah, and, they had good actors. They had was it Rachel McAdams and then is that her name?
Dylan O'Brien.
Dylan O'Brien? I was just thinking, is that her name? And Dylan O'Brien, so I like both actors. Just a very interesting movie. I didn't expect
Yeah.
it to be the way it turned, and it was just I don't think it did that well at the box office either because I could rent it for a while, and then all of a sudden it was on Hulu, so you
Yeah.
want an interesting movie with, some twists and turns, I recommend.
Definitely a good free watch. I'm glad I didn't pay for it, but a
Yeah, I
good
would've been
free watch.
disappointed if I paid for it, but yeah, definitely a good free watch,
Yeah.
it was not bad, but it's just not good.
Yeah. It's just okay.
Yeah, it's a movie, but the actors are really good. It's honestly the writing. It's honestly the movie. It should not reflect on them at all. So did you hear about the pop culture?
No, what's this?
Okay, so this is my, news with Shannon. So I have some pop culture news. So there's rumors that Ryan Reynolds is cheating on Blake Lively
What?
with another actress. Yes, and I think
Oh.
it stems from I don't know if he went to the Met Gala with her or not, I don't know, I just thought it was her alone, but
Yeah, I
it
never
could
saw
just be
him
for the dress.
in any photos.
Yeah, and, and there were rumors of marriage is not doing well because of this whole Justin Baldoni, lawsuit, and it wasn't making him look good, and he was losing fans. So, yes. Well, I mean, he was married when he got together with her when he was filming Green
Uh-huh. I
Lantern,
was like, that
so
sounds like his MO.
And now things are difficult, and he's not the adored person that he was before
Mhm.
all of this, because he did not look so great in all of the accusations and everything that came out for that trial. So yeah, so I guess let's just wait and see. I'm sure he's gonna because the trial thing is just winding down because we discussed that last week. So I think, I'd say within a year we'll know if they're together or not. You know what I mean? Like I think even if they're unofficially like not together, I don't think they'll make a public announcement anytime soon.
Yeah.
But if they're not careful and these rumors keep flying, you know. So we'll see. Or he might be like double down, like, oh no, I'm not with anyone. And then, a couple months from now you'll see him.
Yeah.
And then Drake dropped 3 albums
Oh,
this week. Yep. Not just one, not just two.
3.
3. His new
He's
album was
excessive.
Iceman, then alongside 2 surprise unannounced LPs, Habit and Maid of Honor. So I don't know. I guess people are very excited about that. And then Shakira, had no idea, but she just had a legal victory. She wins and acquitted of tax fraud. I guess Spain was saying that she evaded tax evasion or something.
Hmm.
So she's saying that's not true. They've been battling it for years. And now will be refunded some of the money, millions of
Wow.
dollars actually. So yeah,
Millions. That's crazy.
millions. Yeah. And then anything else? Oh, yes, this one is a juicy one. People are buzzing over reports of a romance between Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi.
Oh, no.
They were spotted on a beach date in Hawaii, or it's
Oh,
filming a movie or something together, or like selling
yeah.
perfume together. You know what I mean? Like it could be anything. But yeah, they're spotted on a beach in Hawaii. But Kendall
Oh.
Jenner seems to like be with the men. Like who knows if they're always true or not? You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
she's known to hang out with some good looking men. So
She likes a nice collection.
I guess I think she kind of has a type. Wasn't she just with Chalamet?
No, I don't really. I forget which ones are which.
I don't know. No, Kendall's the only one I know. Like she's the young one. The other ones I don't really. I mean, I know who
Ah,
they are, but I get some of them confused. Like obviously, I know who Kim Kardashian is just because she's so prevalent. But yeah, like there's Chloe, and then there's another one. I don't know.
I get them all
Yeah,
confused.
I never watched them, so they're the ones that actually like started the whole trend of vocal fry for with women.
They did.
They did. And then
I
they
have a
sent
hard
it
time even
out.
doing it.
I try not to do it, but I
Yeah.
notice sometimes my voice does it. I'm like, "Oh, great, I sound like a frog. Let me just sit here and croak."
Yes.
Oh, and then I guess the big news is I don't really care about the Call Her Daddy. Podcaster Alex Cooper is pregnant.
Oh, you don't like her anymore?
No, I like the other Alex better.
Wow.
There's a feud that I know nothing about. I have no idea who's right or wrong. I just know I liked her on Dancing with the Stars, so I like the other Alex better. And I didn't like her because of the whole Bachelorette thing, so the Taylor Frankie Paul, like, she wouldn't have her on, which is fine, but she still had her abuser on. Like,
Oh,
they both abused each other. It was both terrible. Even the judge actually said, like, you could tell that she was reacting from being abused earlier, so a woman called 911. So whatever, like, happened between those 2, I don't think anyone is in the right, but she still had on him, but not her. So, she's not a girl's girl, so I don't like her. I unfollowed her actually on my podcast list that I listen to.
wow. Mm,
Yes, I stand strong with my convictions. You're gonna have an abuser on, I am unfollowing you.
yeah.
And it's
Wow.
not like she had him on and, like, she didn't know, and it was so public. Like, it's one thing if she did it, like, 2 months ago, didn't know and still aired it, or, like, she's under contract, so still had to air it, but people said it was, like, live and it was, like, recent, so
Mm.
yep, I judged her until, like, she gets someone else new. See, I say I'm strong in my conviction, and then she'll have someone that I really wanna listen to, then I'm like, "Okay, I'll listen again." But as of right now, she is banned. I actually have been really into listening to if you're looking for podcasts besides us, I really like, where are they? Smartless, because it's Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, and Sean Hayes. I just think they're so funny, And Jason Bateman is like he's from like my generation, like my age, like but he's just such a sarcastic sense of humor. Like that's how they write him in most movies, and it really is just like how he is, like that's him. So I used to think he was a really good actor, but now I don't know because he just seems like he has a sarcastic sense of humor anyway.
Actually, not a good actor. He's just playing himself.
He's just Jason playing Jason with a new name. Like,
Yep.
but he just it's just funny because like they went because when Sean Hayes was in a play on Broadway and they had gone to it and they were like making fun of him. Like it was just funny because like they're like he's like, "Oh, I thought I made eye contact with you," and then they're like, it was just fun. You have to listen. I say you have to be there. You have to listen. But like it was a few months ago that I listened to this one. But like they're like, no, like sure, out of the whole place, he made eye contact with you, and it was just funny. It just shows like a little bit of narcissism that goes into most actors because they're thinking about themselves, and he's like, no, you were looking right at me, dude, and he's like, honestly, I can't see anybody. The lights are so bright. Yeah, I don't. He's like, oh, I thought we had a special moment
Oh my
on
god.
stage. And he was like, Sean Hayes was like, I don't, I couldn't see anybody, but sure, we had that moment. It
Oh
was
my
just funny.
gosh.
They're just
That's
very funny.
funny.
I highly recommend. I find them funny. They actually won some awards at the Oscars actually for their podcast.
Oh wow.
Or was it not the Oscars? It was the other awards.
Grammy?
What?
Grammy?
Not the Grammys. Those are music awards.
I don't know. They're all the same to me.
You know what awards I do know are the Relly Awards. And those started with Regis and Kelly. They made up their own awards. Emmys? No, they wouldn't want Emmys, but that's why they started that. Shoot, no, what is the other fun one where they all get dressed up for? It's before the Oscars.
I have no idea.
Oh my gosh, it's really bugging me now. I
Look
don't
it
know.
up.
Well, now I have to because I have no idea. And it's not the Nickelodeon Slime Award that they used to do.
I feel
I
like
would hate to be slimed. If I was a famous
yeah.
person, I would not actor awards. My God.
Your mom, the fun facts I learned today.
I won't remember all of them.
Or
What was that?
Lucas went into a deep dive on Korean beauty standards, and now he wants to go there and see if he can fit through because they have like some like at playgrounds and sometimes different shops they have like wooden things like set up so you try to squeeze your body in and it tells you if you're chubby, fat, thin, average, skinny. Alien is the biggest one. If you can fit through like these little openings. And then
Oh,
there's 0-calorie stores, special protein food places. He's like,
oh,
but he'd be considered too big there.
okay.
So he wants to move now.
To where?
So it's the idols and stuff. The one girl, all she eats in a day is like 300 calories worth. It's just a sweet potato, Diet Coke, and a salad. That's what
Is
they
it
eat all day.
just to stay skinny?
Yeah.
300 calories a day?
Yeah.
Is she like gonna die soon from malnourishment?
There's
Oh,
lines
no.
of pharmacies for liposuction.
Oh, there's lines for like in pharmacies for liposuction. You can just go to a pharmacy and get liposuction done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
$70.
wow. All right. So I'm gonna go to Korea for
you have to do
liposuction,
for-
and they have good face care there.
Yeah, they have great face care. Their skin there is flawless.
Yeah,
They have glass skin, like it's just perfect.
Yeah, they have the glass skin where it's like the nice shine to it.
Yes.
I'll call you out.
Yeah. So if you guys live there, I will send money so I can get some skincare.
Oh, of course.
I want to go to Guadalajara for a facelift.
Oh gosh, you're gonna come back. We're not gonna even recognize you.
Have you seen them though? They look so
Yes.
good.
One, I don't even believe she looked like 80 before and came back looking 30.
I don't know. Maybe new people come back. It's not even the same person. You're like, you're not my mom.
Yeah, they just put the face on
Hey.
someone else.
Serena, she's keeps messing with Gizmo. Giz to the mo, my birdie. That's insane. But no, if you go, I will miss you. But I send skincare.
I will.
And they're probably bullying me to lose weight, and I was, oh, it's a great cutting hack.
Well, yeah, you guys I'll see you guys be all malnourished and not be able to, move.
They'll bully you.
Oh gosh.
The shop owners will be like, "We don't have clothes for you."
Oh, so shop owners will tell you that they don't have clothes for you if you're too big.
That's sad.
Yeah, I've heard that it's like Americans going over there, they have a hard time finding clothes if they're not, like, super tiny.
Yeah, I've heard of, like, skinny and I've seen these people, like, skinny people. That's right, I did see that, they're like, "Oh, you're, like, a extra large," like, they're, like,
Yeah.
making fun of her size, and I'm like, "Oh," she's like, "I'm a size, like, 4 in America."
A lot of men's clothes are baggier fits. They would be regular fit on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's putting a deep dive on his lunch today.
Okay. Well, have fun with that. I don't know, I never wanna feel bad about myself. I can beat up my own self pretty good, like, I don't know why he wants to do that.
Sounds great.
He's crazy.
He's crazy, crazy.
Crazy, crazy.
But Ari, you just gotta get meaner. Apparently, you
Yeah.
need to make us feel
Start
better.
insulting you.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
It'd be so mean.
Yeah.
And do not do that to her. She will not like that.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for some Reddit stories?
I am. We're gonna start with from r/AITH. Am I the asshole for not being fully honest with my boyfriend about how much money I have before getting engaged?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, okay. I've been with my boyfriend for years and we have a child together. Our relationship has had its ups and downs, but lately things have been really good and I know he's planning to propose soon. Here's the issue. I haven't been fully honest about my finances during our relationship. We're both financially stable and do fine for ourselves, but he definitely thinks I have a lot less money than I actually do. Over time, I kind of downplayed how much I had saved because I'm a very private person when it comes to money and honestly didn't think it mattered. Recently, we had a more serious conversation about finances, and I admitted to having into the mid to high tens of thousands of cash savings. The problem is that still isn't the full truth. I actually have significantly more saved than that. Now I'm panicking because if we get engaged or married, things like joint accounts, future planning, taxes, bank statements, etc., are eventually going to make the truth obvious anyway. Part of me feels like I should just come clean now before things go further, but another part of me feels like I've already messed up by not being honest earlier, and now bringing it up right before an engagement makes it look way worse. Some people around me suggest things like putting some money into retirement accounts, moving money around, keeping finances separate, or doing a prenup, etc. But I know if I suddenly bring up hidden savings or prenups right before getting engaged, it could create a massive argument or completely change the relationship. I do love him and want our family together, but I'm also really protective of my financial independence and privacy. And now I feel trapped because there's no way to fix this without admitting I haven't been fully truthful.
Okay, but you're not engaged yet. And I think before you get engaged, finances need to come up. And if he doesn't like that you have more money than he originally thought, because maybe you're frugal and don't spend a lot of money on things, but you have a lot in savings, like those are all things that should be discussed. You should also discuss, are we having, finances separate? What are we putting together? Or we
Mhm.
having like one together account and two separate accounts so bills are paid and then my money's my money. Then if you're gonna get married and if it's a lot of money, you might want to discuss a prenup. Like, if someone has like 50,000 saved and the other person has 0 saved, I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, I feel like that's fair.
I mean, any money made then during the marriage and saved is separate, but like at least you could walk away with your 50 grand that you had, unless you used it for down payment on the house or, you can figure it all out. But
Yeah.
those conversations need to be had, and if they're too awkward to have now, you shouldn't be marrying that person.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of weird that you thought you had to hide it in the first place. Like, what
Well,
does that mean about your relationship?
or maybe he just assumed, right? So then it just didn't come up. Like, if you live kind of frugally, they probably think, "Oh, she doesn't really have any money," and maybe she
But
never corrected it.
it says they talked about it and she told him she has tens of thousands, but she said really she has more than that even.
Yeah, well, anything it all rounds on the tens and thousands, right?
That is true. It's made up.
Yeah, tens of thousands. Is it a 50,000? Is it 100,000? Still tens of thousands.
That is true.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess if you're not comfortable telling them, that's also a sign, unless it was, like, in the beginning, but why are you talking about finances in the very beginning of a relationship? So, I don't know. Something just seems off with your relationship. If you can't have honest, communication, I don't think I would continue. I mean, if
Mhm.
or this is the time to say, "Look, have this communication," and he might think it was weird you lied if it was, like, a month ago. You know what I mean? Like, where I thought we were getting serious and talking about moving forward together, and now you're telling me you have more money? It's just
Yeah, so it
weird.
seems weird.
Yeah, so she clearly was being weird about it for a reason, and
Or
maybe it's
is it how she's getting this money?
maybe she's selling feet pics.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, get your bag. You wanna sell feet pics. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe she's got her OnlyFans. Maybe
Mhm.
she's like Sydney Sweeney and dresses up as characters. I don't know.
Maybe. Top comment. Prenup. FYI, to preserve what you enter the marriage with, you still need to discuss and disclose to him with proof. So everyone's like saying they need a prenup.
Yeah, I think you need a prenup. I mean, look, if I was a millionaire, like think about it that way, Ari. If you're a millionaire, it probably wouldn't come up until you got more serious with Lucas, right?
That is true.
Let's say you live with me, and then you guys start talking about debt, and like, "Oh, I'm paying off my student loans." Like, "Oh, I don't have any student loans. Yeah, I live at home, and I just work." You're probably not coming off saying, "Hey, I'm a millionaire," but at some point, it might come up like, "Hey, we're gonna get a house together." At some point, some conversations need to be had.
Yeah,
But you wouldn't say anything right away.
that is true.
Like, if I was a millionaire out there dating, I wouldn't say anything right away.
Hmm. But to lie about it once talking about savings is weird.
Yeah, it is weird to lie. But it's also weird well, I guess it depends when it comes up. It's also weird for it to come up early on. Do you
So
have a
they have a
lot
child together.
do you have a lot in your savings? I don't know, do you?
Well, do you think finances would have come up because they do have a child together? What if she doesn't want to tell him because he's been like giving her extra money to help with like the kid?
That's true.
And she's like, gonna be mad. He's been giving me, 1,000 every month, but I have all this money in savings.
Well, he still needs to help pay for the child if they're not living together or if
That's
they do
true.
live together. Babies cost money, get diapers and formula and clothes and shoes. Yeah, I guess when she had the child in. I'm really trying hard to defend her, Ari. And I don't know why. Yeah. Just because I think at the beginning, but at the point of you have a kid, the point that you're thinking about being engaged, serious conversations need to happen. I'm thinking there's a reason she didn't tell him, or does
Uh-huh.
she feel he's gonna want her money? Like, she
Uh-huh.
said she likes her financial independence. So does that mean
Is he
he
a big spender? Does he
right.
know how to keep his savings?
And he's like, "Was you that you need to sign it over to me or you don't love me," type of
Yeah.
thing? So
Mhm.
maybe?
Yeah, so this comment, her gut is telling her something. Like a bad, bad idea to marry this guy. Listen to your nervous system. So
Yeah.
maybe it's a sign.
Could be. I mean, your gut we always try to ignore our gut, but our gut instincts are 99% right usually in
Huh?
situations. Yeah. I'm gonna say you probably just need to not be together.
That's my vote.
I don't know. You don't even tell him about the money. You need child support or you need to break up.
Yep.
Let him think what he wants. I don't think I'm just not that into you anymore, sir.
Yep. All right, ready for the next one.
Yes.
From r/slash am I the asshole by throwaway dash 8288. Am I the asshole for not wanting to follow my friend's bridesmaid dress code?
I've seen some insane brides now on Reddit. I just going normally, I'm gonna just say, yes, you probably are, because then if you didn't like the dress code, then don't be a bridesmaid. So yeah,
Yep.
you're the asshole.
I, 21 female, was invited to be a bridesmaid for my friend, 24 female. I love her to death, and all I want to do is play my role and help make her day exactly as she wants it. The problem comes to the bridesmaid dresses she picked out. They're strapless. I have some pretty visible scars on my upper arms that I do not want to be exposed. But with the dress as they are, they're far too exposed because of the obvious nature of these scars. I feel like them being visible would be a sort of a mood killer for anyone who sees them. I brought this up to my friend, asking if I could get some sleeve tailored or perhaps wear a shawl, and she said no, we all have to match. When I told her my concern, she said not to worry about it, no one will care. While I want to believe this, I just simply can't when I have been subject to scrutiny and stares for these scars since I was a teenager. I pressed the issue a little more and she snapped at me and said I was acting a little self centered and that I'll look weird as the only one with a tailored dress. I know she's under a lot of stress, so I don't take her lashing out to heart, but I'm wondering if she's right. If anything, I would think I'm trying to keep the tension on her and the husband completely because the scars are visible. And I don't have a doubt some people will notice and be uncomfortable because it's happened before. But maybe I should just suck it up and wear the dress, and the photographer can edit my arms in post or something. Am I in the wrong?
Ooh, so clearly there's trauma with her scars. Like she's self-conscious of them. Plus, kids are cruel. So at some point, she was made fun of them. People
Mhm.
make her aware. And maybe people just generally ask, like, oh no, what happened? Where did you get these? Which also makes her uncomfortable.
Mhm.
So I don't know. Like, I don't know what type of scars these are. Did she say?
No, she just has, let's see, um, visible scars on my upper arm, and I do not want them exposed.
Okay. So, well, I was gonna say, like, there's really good cosmetic makeup out there
Yeah,
now,
yeah, she covered them with makeup.
like movie theater makeup. You can blend it in. If you go to a makeup artist for your face, see if they are able to cover your arms, make them less visible, even.
Yeah.
And whether you do it yourself, have them do it. Like, I think that's possible. I was asking what type because I know, like, if you had burned skin, like that might be harder to cover up because it's also
Mhm.
the texture with scarring. I think it's more of a big deal to her, but if that's really your friend, you also want them to be comfortable on your day, because
Yeah.
that's all she's going to be thinking about are her arms. I mean, if it was my friend, first, if I had the heart set on the dress, I'd say, "Hey, I'll pay for a makeup artist. Can we like see if we can get these covered up, or I'll buy you some makeup to see if this like stage makeup works and covers it up. If
Mhm.
not, then sure, can you get it tailored then, just so you're comfortable? Like, I would let it go, but I know not everyone likes to do that because they
They
w
want the conformity. Everyone must look the same.
yes, they want the sameness. You must ruin the aesthetic. So, I don't know. Clearly, the friend could care less about her scars, but really it's about the friend at this point. I can see the friend being annoyed because her friend's probably like, "I've not thought about your scars, like, in years since I first saw them, so why are you making a big deal about this? This is my wedding day."
Yeah.
But you do have to think about your friend and what they're comfortable with as well.
Yeah, and she obviously expressed her discomfort with it.
Yeah. What would you do?
Ah, if I was who, the bride or the friend?
Uh, if you were the bride, what would you do?
I think the makeup option, or I think I would be like, "Can you can have the shawl on, like, after the ceremony if, like, I really care, like, about how everyone, like, looking the same, like, if just during the ceremony you could have it all,
Yeah. Yeah,
or
no,
for photos, or some photos, or just like, can I just have 1 or 2 with it off? If you're really uncomfortable about it being in the photos, I can have the photographer edit it.
right. That's true too. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. Now, if you were her, would you try the makeup route?
Yeah, I think I'd do, like, a test run or ask, like, a makeup artist.
And really, because she's in her 20s, like, makeup's come a long way since you were maybe a teenager and tried to cover up your scars with, like, regular face makeup. Like, there's some
Mhm.
really good stage makeup. Like, there's makeup that you can cover up tattoos for job interviews, and no one will ever know you even had a tattoo. Like, it's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen, like, videos of, like, people covering their tattoos, and it's insane.
Yeah, completely insane, like, you wouldn't even know. So that's why I feel like I would go the makeup route. But now if I'm your friend, I'm not asking you to use makeup to cover your scars, but if you're more comfortable, could you do that? I don't know why that's not an option or why she's not thinking.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's what I'm thinking in high school. Maybe she used to try with like, face foundation.
Yeah, and it just didn't work.
Yeah.
Top comment. No one has behaved perfectly here, but I'm going to extend you all some grace and go with no one's the asshole. Your friend is right in saying that few people will notice, and those that do no one will care. I've read more posts than I can count where the bride wanted the bridesmaids to cover up or something other than tattoos, scars that they didn't want seen. And then there's a post where the groom's family didn't want the bride's father to give her away because he was in a wheelchair. Then there was another post where the groom's family didn't want the bride's father at the wedding at all because he had severely scarred face from having survived a fire.
Oh my God. Like the wheelchair and fire. This is terrible.
And you see this opposite where they're asking people to cover up their like tattoos and scars.
Right. Yeah.
The comment continues. At the same time, a bride should want her bridesmaids to feel comfortable on the day. She should want them to feel comfortable that the dress that they're wearing is flattering in terms of color and cut, so they can radiate confidence. And you don't feel that this particular dress is flattering to you. Whether you're right or not isn't the point. It's just that you're not feeling it. I think your friends should be more sensitive to that. You won't be a happy bridesmaid unless you're wearing something you feel good in. But you also need to reflect on your own feelings. At 21, you're very young and clearly very self-conscious about the scarring. I understand your feelings of self-consciousness. See, all I have to say, I completely get your feelings and I know what it's like to have a body part you feel deeply self conscious about and don't want other people to see. But I think you would be happier all around if you worked on those feelings and came to terms with your scarring, even felt some pride in your scars as an indication that you're a survivor. Therapy may help with that. But no matter how self conscious you feel, you don't have the right to press the issue of the bridesmaid's dress if the bride disagrees. If everything I've said above hasn't convinced you and you still can't bring yourself to wear the dress, the only non asshole option is to say to your friend, I'm sorry, I can't wear something that doesn't cover my arms. If all your bridesmaids must wear the dress as is, then I can't be your bridesmaid. I will understand and won't have any hard feelings if you decide to choose someone else. Leave it to her to decide whether she wants to change the dress for everyone or let you wear a modified version that covers your arms or choose someone else to replace you. If you do that, you won't be the asshole.
Ooh, I don't. Yeah, but no, that's in the everybody sucks category for me. I feel like if you've said yes, you're going to be at someone's wedding and they're counting on you, and then you say no. I don't know. I'm definitely feeling a certain way. Like, obviously, you want your friends to be comfortable. Everything that the writer for that comment said is true. I I don't think that she should make it about her to like not. That's definitely going to harm the friendship.
Oh, yeah, I don't think they'd recover from that.
Right. I mean, I guess you can do whatever you want to be comfortable, but there are
Yeah.
ramifications for your actions. Like, yeah, I don't think your friendship's going to recover.
Yeah. Oh, so someone asked, is makeup an option? People do for tattoos. OP responded, no. They're raised and still visible. I've tried skin color sleeves as well, but unless they're super thick and clunky, those don't work.
Okay. I think she notices them way more than anyone else would.
I think, yeah, say like you blend it into your skin and still raised. I don't think I would notice anything at all. No
No,
one's inspecting your skin, and everyone's there to see the bride and the groom.
nobody is looking at you that intently. Like, I know, like, we're all the main person in our story, right? Like, we're all the main character. So in her story, everyone's looking at her. But first of all, everyone's looking at the bride. People are going to barely notice. If it's noticeable, the photographer can take it out. Just, I would ask, like, hey, I'll stand up at the wedding. We can do the photos if you don't want me to wear the shawl. But do you mind if after photos are done, I'm definitely gonna change into a different dress. I hope you don't mind.
Yeah.
Where my arms are covered. I think that's reasonable. I think she's definitely main character syndrome here, and eyes are on her, and that's probably due to some trauma around those. Like, she definitely needs some therapy about these scars.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, no, she's gonna be fine. I don't know.
All right. And then do one more.
Yes, please.
This is from r/relationship advice. Posted by Liliani Waves. I, female 19, kicked my boyfriend, male 20, out during sex. How could I have handled this differently? So me, female 19, and my boyfriend, 20 male, have been dating for 3 years as of last month. We're in a very healthy and strong relationship. We don't keep secrets, and we never cross boundaries with each other. We know what the other one is comfortable with or insecure about, and are always mindful of that. I'm not a skinny girl, so I'm very insecure about my body, and for the longest time, made him keep the lights off during sex, nor let him look at me completely naked. It was his birthday yesterday, and he went out to celebrate with his friends later that night. His friends decided to pitch in and get him a pair of the metal glasses for his 20th. He came back later and never informed me that he received the gift. Time skipped to earlier today. We started to get in the mood, and he had the glasses on. He wears glasses that look very similar to the metal ones, so I wasn't really paying attention. He tells me that he wants to do doggy, which surprised me because he doesn't like positions where he can't see my face. But I wasn't going to complain, and we're about to start when he paused for a second before we started going. He wasn't being as vocal as usual and really just wanted me to make noise and do dirty talk. I started to feel weird about the whole situation and looked back to see a light coming from his glasses. He was recording the entire thing. Now I know he paused so he could turn the glasses on. I immediately flipped out and was in such a state of disbelief. He told me that he knew I wouldn't have agreed to let him record me, and that's why when he received them as a gift, he did it the way he did. I told him that it made me feel used and dirty. It made me feel like he didn't love me in that moment and only cared about what I was giving him. I was obviously very upset and started crying. And then he told me that I was overreacting and it's not that big of a deal. I told him to get out and not come back until he learned some respect for women and their bodies. I know he would never post a video or show anyone, but a part of me feels like an object to him instead of human with feelings. Please let me know if there's something better I could have done in this situation or in the future.
No, break up. I think you can call the police for this. Like, you need to consent to that. Like, that pisses me right off. Like, oh my God, you don't want to be anywhere near this guy. You want that erased. And if that goes anywhere, I do know you can go to jail if you release anything like from that. I mean, maybe he was trying to save it for his own.
But we need consent from the person in the video,
You
especially your
need
girlfriend.
consent for any type of videos like that. Yes, any
Yes.
type of sex videos or anything. You definitely need consent. I I cannot believe that, and I can't believe, she's double guessing herself? Like,
Yeah.
why are you second guessing yourself? Like, no. Like, I get he's trying to gaslight you, "Oh, it's not a big deal." It's a huge deal, or you would have asked me,
Oh.
respected me as a human, as your girlfriend, and she said she trusts him, but that trust is broken. Like, you were being intimate in that moment, and he took advantage of that. Absolutely not. Jail for you, sir. I think I would contact the police or speak to a lawyer to see what I could do because that is ridiculous. I'd want any of those recordings taken down. That could affect her having a job in the future. Like, what if she wants to work with kids and then this video is released or something? Like, absolutely not. Like, I'm so appalled and disgusted by him. And Lucas, if you're listening, I would be coming from you if, if you did this. I know you
Yes,
wouldn't.
that's
I just
crazy.
know he's there. But like, that is crazy. Like, what would you do?
It's same thing, kick him out, break up with him. It's crazy.
It is crazy. And then I hate the gaslighting. It's not a big deal for
Uh,
you,
for
I guess.
you. Yeah.
Like, because that could ruin people's careers if that ever got out. Like, what are you doing? That goes to a cloud. That's even if you erase it, sometimes it's not, nothing's erased forever,
Yeah. Crazy.
permanently, as they say. No, you need to 100% agree to that. I don't like how he was obviously being creepy because obviously it didn't feel right to her either.
Yeah. It's such was being different.
Yeah. Like if you wanna make a video together for your spank bank or to release or do whatever it is that you wanna do, that is 2 people consenting to do this video. But absolutely not. Like, that is crazy, and I would probably talk to a lawyer or the police because I would want that erased and completely gone.
Yes. So there is 3 updates. You want to hear them?
Absolutely.
Update 1. Thank you guys for the advice. It helped me snap back to reality. I'm going to the police station to file a report and hope that the police will make him delete the footage from anywhere it might be. I'm going to break up with him when the police are here because I don't want to risk doing it beforehand and then him posting the video for revenge. And I also feel more safe with a police presence. I'm not sure if I'm going to press charges or not, but I'll update if I do. Update number 2.
I was going to say, yeah, I good. Because I believe it's considered assault if you record someone sexual without their consent. All right, yes.
Actually, not a very good relationship if now you're worried what he's going to do if you break up with him.
Well, right. So he's not as trustworthy as you think he was.
Nope. Update 2. Hi, everyone. Just a little update about my situation. I had police presence when I broke up with him, and I've ended up pressing charges. I wasn't going to until he threatened me and came back home very angry. The police took his phone and glasses and told me that they would take care of the footage. Thank you all again for the advice and the kind words. Definitely taking a break from dating for a while.
Great. Now the police have the video. No, they'll take care of it. I would just hate that, someone's looking at it. But at least they'll take care of it for her. And they would be there. And they're breaking up. Now, is she safe? Like, he seems like he's very irate and angry.
I know. I hope she's safe and, safe place. So, update number 3. People are angry I pressed charges, but you guys don't know what he did when he showed up to the house. And I will not be explaining as it is personal and not for strangers on Reddit. Please leave me be and stop sending me angry and hurtful messages.
Oh, what the heck did he do to her?
Oh, I'm curious.
On Reddit, people really tell you, I don't know, did he hurt her physically or was he just really mean to her? What did he start breaking things? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would like to know.
Wonder.
Because she said she was also insecure a little bit of her body. Did he start making insults at her?
Yeah, maybe he's just being really nasty.
Yeah. What a jerk. Yeah, he deserves it. He deserves it. And people on Reddit are getting it wrong. They're saying he shouldn't have pressed charges.
I know.
What is it? Guys are, saying that? No, you should never do that. Male, female, do not record somebody without their consent in those positions.
Yeah. Craziness.
You need consent. Like what? Yeah, I agree. I mean, I know it's like a big deal to press charges against somebody, but like, then maybe he should have been apologetic instead of angry.
Yeah.
Like sincere remorse goes a long way. But clearly he didn't regret it. And then he's angry because he's breaking up and police are there.
Mm-hmm. Craziness.
It is crazy. I don't like it. Jail, sir. Immediate jail. That's where you're going. You're not allowed to date anyone ever again or have any type of recording devices.
Yes. Flip phones for you. No camera even.
Yes. No, forget about a flip phone. You've lost all privileges of a flip phone. So you've got the old rotary dial-up phone that
you got a pager.
On TV. Yes, you have to have a wall phone that's connected to the wires.
Oh my gosh.
That's what you're getting. Hey, they're making a comeback. The wall phones.
Are they? Why?
Yeah, because parents aren't wanting their kids to have cell phones and always have social media. So more and more homes, supposedly, this is a trend, probably like in one city, but according to TikTok, it's a trend that more parents are doing that.
That's good. I don't think kids should have like iPhones and stuff until they're older.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of responsibility. Though, like a lot of states now are going more with like, you're not allowed to have phones in schools. I just think I
don't like that. Like you should be able to, if they have a phone, they should learn, not to go on it in class. But if they contact their parent for some reason, they should be able to have it on them.
Exactly. That's how I feel. Like I understand if you see it, you confiscate it. But if the student has it in their pocket or their backpack, I think it's fine. Or their bag. Like, I don't know. It's also crazy, especially in the United States. There's shootings and things. I would feel better for my teenager to have their phone on them. Plus, there's sports practices and rides to work out. Like, I just personally would feel better for my kids to have their phones.
Yes, but my kid, I didn't have actually, I think I had an iPhone earlier than that. But I'm making mine wait till high school to have an iPhone. They're getting a flip phone until they're 14.
Well, you know what? You'll stay out of trouble that way, right?
Yeah. I think I had one earlier than that.
You did, your dad spoiled you. You had a phone at a very young age that you never used because your dad traveled a lot, so he bought you a flip phone. Remember it was purple, it was
Yes.
cute, but, like, it was ridiculous. Both Anthony and I were like, "What?" He was just jealous because he didn't have one at that age because your brother's, 5.5 years older than you, but, like, I was like, "It's ridiculous, she's 7." You were 7. And you'd always forget to charge it, like, he got it with the intent that it'd be, like, your connection, like, you'd call him, like, after school and stuff.
Mhm.
You'd always forget, and then it wouldn't be charged, and he'd call me, still speak to him on my phone because your phone would be dead, like, you were
Yeah.
7, you were not responsible for your phone, and that was I'm like, I'm taking care of humans and working, and I'm not going to, like, overly, like, take care of your phone for you, is what I told him, and I didn't, and you didn't really use it. You did love it, you just didn't really use it.
Yep.
Because, again, you were just too little.
Yeah.
You just loved that you had one, though.
Yes.
And you loved rubbing it in your brother's face that you had it at that age too, and he didn't. You were a stinker. Yes, so for those of you that follow on Instagram, I did not post the photo of the flowers Ariana got me because I had realized when I went to take the photos, the live flowers that Anthony got me were dying, and then I didn't wanna just post those without posting the other ones because 'cause they're both Mother's Day gifts. So eventually, the ceramic flowers will be posted, but just not right now.
The flowers I got you already dying?
That Anthony got me, yes.
What did you do to them?
Put water in them and put them by, like, by the window. The roses didn't open, they flopped. Sometimes it happens.
Mm,
But it was a beautiful bouquet, but yeah,
ew, that was beautiful.
absolutely gorgeous. So that's what I mean. So then I didn't wanna feel him to feel bad if he saw a post like, "Oh, hey, well, where's the flowers I got you?" You know what I mean? So I like to keep things equal with my children. I felt bad, so I'm like, "No, we'll just wait."
Oh my gosh. Alright, people keep a lookout for that and have a great week.
Now she's annoyed. Well, I couldn't just post one without the other, Ari, because 'cause they're both Mother's Day gifts. Great, now we're fighting. She's angry at me.
Yep, so angry.
Well, have a great weekend.
Be
Be
kind.
kind.